Start here. Yeah, go.
There we have it.
There we have it. Who says it like a? And there's someone that says it like a. Who is it?
Uncle Larry says it a lot.
Uncle Larry. Uncle Larry.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Slice of Mills.
Yebo.
And if it's your first time, welcome. And this is
to have
episode
you.
17. I know I said that in the last episode. Some people can't count. Sorry. Last episode was episode 16, not 17. But that's
Okay.
okay. I'm good at editing, good enough at editing. I added it in there, so
Well done.
I think I just missed one or two, and I watched it
the way
back
you do this.
after. Yeah. And did you see the timing was also
I
pretty
did.
good?
Yes. Well done.
We're getting it.
Very nice.
Yeah, so this episode, we've got something else we're going to try. I'm going to try a more clickbaity title. So I tried it in the last episode. I took out the episode numbers, and it's just going to be in the thumbnail. And then the other thing in this thumbnail, I don't know if it's going to be this one because tomorrow's going to be a bit of a busy day. I don't know if I have time to make it. But the idea is to make the thumbnail a little bit different. So I want to keep the theme sort of the same colors.
Okay.
But I want to change it to be a little bit more clickbaity. So like, I don't know how. I'm just going to use some generated photos. So what I mean by generated photos is not our own. So what I do currently is I just wait until we laugh, and then I'll take a screenshot and remove the background and add it in. But I think what I'm going to do is just say, like, whatever we talk about. So let's just say we're talking about disappointment.
Yeah.
Then I'll take a photo of someone sitting like this.
Okay, I like that, yeah.
In the shadow or something, a silhouette, and being like, are you a disappointment or something? Or how you can stop being a disappointment.
Okay.
Something like that. So
yeah,
I tried it in the last one. The title was, "Can you keep a promise?" So it's like, ooh, what's the promise? And then it's just us talking about keeping our promise from talking about the topic. So yeah,
I like that. Yes,
learning the YouTube game.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. So I like what you have introduced and how you're going about it. So it'll be nice to see how that rolls out and pans out. How's your days been since our last recording?
It's only been 2 days, so it's been pretty good. Life has been doing its thing, keeping busy. I feel still super low on energy. I think it's just this time of the year. I don't know.
Probably, yeah. I
don't know what to do about it because I'm trying to do the mental thing of like, okay, I'm up now. Let's get stuff done. Let's try and get the things going. But it's not. I don't feel like I'm generating energy. And as soon as I get a second or a break for my brain to reset and just chill, then I'm like, okay, crash again.
Okay, so, fair enough.
Pretty tough at the moment.
Yeah. So there's a couple of things that we've been looking at for entertainment and for outside of the norm of what we've been doing. And the thing I've really enjoyed watching is these YouTube channel of this guys doing refurbishments. There's two guys that we've been watching. And the cars that actually three. Yeah, there's three. There's the two British guys and the American company it was, wasn't it? Or
that scrapyard guy.
Yes, yeah. Wow.
So just a bit of context quickly. We had a streaming platform which we were paying for, and apparently
I was going to get to that.
Yeah. I'm just giving quick background. Apparently it was not an official website, not an official thing. Don't know how, because I thought if you pay for a streaming service, then it's a real thing.
It's legit, yeah.
But apparently it was not legit, so it's been removed. Perfect timing though, because it came right at the end of our subscription. Just shows you how God moves.
Yeah.
So can you believe that? For a full year,
and I was about to.
Yeah, we were about to.
I was about to.
Black Friday special.
Wow,
it's amazing how God moves. It's like just this the little web that He interweaves just in our
life. Incredible.
So anyway, so that's what we're talking. What he's talking about is we now have been switching over to keeping ourselves busy on YouTube, and we've been watching 3 different guys. One guy is he took £100 and he's flipping up into different cars, and the other guy is Matt Armstrong. He also started off with rebuilding an Audi TT and building up, and now he's looking at buying a hypercar. So that's very cool stuff. And then the third guy is a scrap mechanic guy or scrap company. He buys crash damaged vehicles and he repairs them. Well, he doesn't actually repair them, he scraps them out. So he'll go to an auction and buy a scrap car and sell the scrap parts. But in between all of that, he finds cars that he can actually fix up, and then he keeps them or sells them.
Yeah.
So we were watching some about a Dodge Demon, a Mustang, and a Porsche. Very
Yeah,
cool.
the one interesting one was the engine he pulled out of the one car, and he sold it. The engine, and he sold some other odds and ends, and what he needed to buy something for, he sold that engine for everything he needed to buy, and so boom, the most amazing thing.
That was the Porsche, I think, the yellow Porsche.
Yeah, yes, it was.
Yeah,
amazing.
911 Turbo. He bought it from a guy who had it modded, and the engine blew up. And to buy a whole new engine was going to double his cost, but this guy had bought it from a previous scrapped vehicle and had it in the back. So he just bought it, sold all the parts that were not necessary and all the extras, because it was all this modded kit and all. He sold all of that and put a stock engine back in, and he ended up being under value a lot. He basically got the car for free, because what he bought the car for from the guy, he sold all the extra parts to make that back up and had a free engine.
Incredible.
Free engine in the back. Yeah,
it was fascinating, because the original owner of that car had spent $120,000 on mods. My word, it's insane amount of money.
Yeah,
but if you've got it, you've got it, eh?
Yeah, it's what you choose.
It is what you choose. Yes.
I don't know if I'd spend that amount of money on a car.
Well, if you've got it, then I suppose.
Even then, there's better things you can do. That you can donate it to someone. You can go and get something done. I don't know. Priorities are shifting a little bit. I'd still like a nice car, but I mean, you're already buying a high performance vehicle. What you're trying to make it 1,000 horsepower for? Anyway.
What purpose does that serve?
Yeah. So to answer your question, that's what I've been doing. Just been doing work, and today I went to the modeling classes again.
Yeah.
We're just winding down for the end of the year, so it's not so serious now. We just did a class where we picked some stuff around the class and kept ourselves busy with trying to do a little fashion show. Got some ideas about how to walk around in the studio with these different things. And then the second class, we did a little bit of just a chat about dating, and some of the people in the upper class or the advanced class are older, and a few of them are getting into relationships now. So we put them on the spot and we said to them, "Hey, come and tell us, who is he? How much does he bench, or she?" There was only one guy that has a girlfriend. Not even a girlfriend. They only know each other for a week. Anyway, the point is we were just catching up in the classes today.
Nice.
But they brought me up onto the spot, and they asked me to talk about my dating experience. So I don't have a great dating experience. I've had one girlfriend. But what I can do is I can give you some dating advice on how to date an AI/a scammer.
Yes, there we go. Let's go for that one. Tell us about it.
There I was back in the day.
Yes.
Like 2-3 months ago.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
Huh?
I was just scrolling through Instagram. I was making sure I was active at that time. I'm not so active now. I need to really revisit that and get posts scheduled and whatnot. Anyway, point is, I was on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I don't know where this chickie messages me and she says, "Hi." And she had very strange responses. And then out of nowhere, she's like, "Can we chat on WhatsApp?" So I said, "Sure, we can." This is feeling very sketchy, because a few times I've been messaged by these bots. It's very brazen ladies that come out of nowhere, and then they start telling you, and then they want something from you, or they send you a link to their OnlyFans or whatever.
Okay.
So I was already sketched out, because it was like the third or fourth person that messaged me in a week, and like the answers, they just don't seem like a conversation.
Yeah.
Plus, also, ladies don't normally reach out to guys.
Yeah.
So anyway, I had been saying at that point in my life, I was like, I'm not approaching women anymore. They must approach me, or she must approach me. So I'm not making the effort right now. And then this cheeky messaged me, I don't know. So I was like, in the back of my head, I was thinking, maybe she could. I don't know. Let's see. So I chatted with her on WhatsApp, started the chat a little bit. But her responses were seriously off all the time. It'd be like, hi, what you doing? She'll ask what I'm doing. Oh no, I'm on my way to go bully some weights at the gym. How about you? I'm chilling, is her response. She replies now, after I say that about bullying the weight. And she says, I'm chilling, how about you? And I'm like, huh? Are you even reading anything?
No.
So there's a few times that it just didn't make any sense, and the messages just it didn't flow. There was no connection. There was nothing. So eventually, I was like, okay, you have to be AI. So I asked a few bunch of questions, which I know normally like seriously confuses AI.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Sorry, I thought I had everything down. Oh well. What was I saying? Oh, so yeah, you normally ask AI a bunch of questions that don't really make sense, and if it answers it well, then you know, okay, this thing is an AI, because normal human would be like, what? Where's this question coming from?
Yes.
That, or you just mistype not and say bot, and then it would normally freak out. So if you're wondering if a girl is fake on Instagram if she's messaging you, firstly, girls don't normally message you. If their profile picture is provocative, it's already no goes. Then the second thing, if you say, like, try and word it in a way that's like, I'm not real, or something. I don't know, something. To just say it in a way, trying to work in bot. I don't know how I did it, but I did it a certain way, where there was one that messaged me and I said something like, that's bot life or something. I can't remember what. The point is, the sentence, if you read it quickly, it just sounds like not proper English.
Yeah.
But it also, if you're reading it as an AI, it sounds like someone's calling you a bot. I can't remember exactly what I did. But anyway, the point is, then it got upset. It's like, how dare you? I'm like, what? I didn't say anything. So that was the first thing. Then the second thing is, the messages will always come when the profile is offline. So it would say, last active 2 hours ago. And as soon as you go offline, then the bot links back to the account and sends a message to whatever you sent through. So it's almost like as soon as you go offline, it comes back online. So I also figured that out. Like, I'll send a message and be like, how are you doing? Close the app and it'll say, I'm good on you. You go back in, you reply, and then you wait. There'll be nothing. As soon as you go out, it will come back on again. So that's another thing.
Dead giveaways.
Yeah, another thing is, how can a person who's offline reply to your messages?
Yeah.
So there's a few little tips that you can figure out if a bot is AI, and that, or just say something like, okay, just send me the link, or whatever. Just don't even entertain it, because normally Instagram will give you a notification saying, be careful of this account, it's been flagged for not real responses or whatever.
Yeah, I like to, because you get so used to them asking for money. So now when they come on, I get straight to, please send me money so I can talk to you.
Beat them to it. Beat them to it.
Yeah, beat them to it. They just like, boom, quickly disappear. Or I also like to, if I'm in the mood, then I'll catch one and I'll irritate the living daylights out of them until they don't realize it, until they suddenly, afterwards, they start to realize, hang on, I'm being strung along here, you know. So there's that. And then another one I love to use is when they ask where you're from. So I tell them I'm from Cape Town, Zimbabwe, you know. And they're like, no sense. Completely no sense. And they respond to that and carry on. Then, you know, like that, boom, it's a done deal. They're just scamsters or people trying to steal money.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I ran into with this one.
Yeah.
So the leading up to that, when this specific chickie asked to chat with me on WhatsApp, I was like, this is a little bit sketchy, but you sort of seem real. And normally the other ones don't post.
Yeah.
It's not provocative stuff that she was posting. So I was like, okay, this just seems like a normal chickie.
Yeah.
But the info that she was saying didn't add up. Okay. She was like, I asked, where are you from? And she goes, I'm from X place.
Yes.
Then I ask her again later, where are you from? And she says, no, I'm from Y place. Okay. How do you change? That's another thing. Then she said she was studying accounting at a place in Hillcrest, which is here.
Yes.
There's no universities in Hillcrest. So where are you studying? And I asked her what the place's name is, and she couldn't give me a place. But when she did, nowhere to be found on Google.
Exactly.
So yeah, it didn't make any sense.
I love those giveaways.
Yeah. So anyway, not long story short, because I've now given the whole long story. I've chatted for 7 minutes. But I then was like, okay, this weekend after church, we're going to go do a gym session, and then I'm going to just finish a little bit earlier. You do your thing. I'll book the coffee to be in between that little gap, and then I'll say, okay, come meet me now. And if she's real, she'll be there, and I'll catch an Uber home afterwards. If not, then I'll just catch a ride back home with you, and then at least we know if this person is real or not.
Correct, yes.
So we organized for a coffee on the Sunday at Doppio Zero, which is just across from our gym. And very nice place, by the way. Really like it.
Yeah.
And we walked away with 2 croissants.
Lovely.
Oh, I'm spoiling the story.
Yeah.
I'm spoiling the story. Anyway, so I got there, and I said to her, I'm a little bit early because I was about 20 to 30 minutes early because I just finished the gym session early. I said to her, come, I'm here. And she says, where are you? I said, I'm here at Doppio Zero where we agreed upon. Oh, can you send me a pin? So I sent a pin. Went quiet. 20 minutes later, 30 minutes later, nothing. I'm like, are you still on your way? Then 10 past 3 o'clock, she sends me a screenshot and says, send me money for Uber. It was send money Uber, not even send me money for Uber. It was just send money Uber. And it was a screenshot of right from where we were, a 2-minute car trip down the road and then left to a place that's closed. If you know the area, you know you can't get in there because it's one of those enclosed community. Yeah. So you can't even get in there. Anyway, and it was 52 Rand was the first one for the cheapest option. Then the next option, which is normally more expensive, was 42 Rand. So I was already like, okay, no, this is not a real thing because it's not how the Uber app works. I use Uber, I know how it works. And I said to her, no, it's fine, just choose the cash option. No, Uber doesn't take cash. So I just took the same screenshot that she sent to me and circled on the bottom there where it says pay with cash, because it literally says there on the screenshot pay with cash. So I said, yeah, no, just choose this one. Then she says to me, oh no, they don't take cash. I said, no, they do. Look, here's the option, just select it. I sent it again. No, they want cash up front. No, they don't. Uber doesn't work like that. I work with Uber. I take it for work. Anyway, then she goes quiet for about 5 to 10 minutes. Then she messages back, I can't take that risk, to be honest. So I was like, okay, sharp. That's it. That's it. Even if you are real, it is now 20 past 3. We agreed for 3 o'clock. I was there 30 minutes before.
Oh, my word.
And you're 2 minutes away. You could have walked in that time.
Exactly.
You could have asked me to come pick you up, but no, you want me to send money Uber. Yeah, not a real person. Guarantee it is a scamaza. And even if it is a real person, I want nothing to do with her. At 20 past 3, we come to the conclusion that she wants me to send her money. No.
Well done.
You knew about this from who knows how long, and you couldn't think a little bit further ahead, take a screenshot or what. You knew where the location was. You knew where our time was, all of the above. If you can't think, even if you're a real person and you can't think far enough to know that at 3 o'clock I need to be there, that's what we agreed upon. I don't want anything to do with you either. It's not someone. Yeah. If I don't want people in my life that can't keep their time like that.
That's fantastic.
So yeah, there's how to date a scammer and an AI. That was definitely a scammer. Now she's blocked her account on Instagram. I don't know where it comes from and who it is. I'm hoping that we can figure out who the real person is, because there's no way that that's a real person. I think they're just doing a screen record and reposting the stuff. There's no way you make that type of content, like of you doing gym stuff and movements and such. You don't film that type of content for 140 people. So it's taking it from someone from somewhere, probably in another country.
Yeah, just stealing or hijacking somebody's profile.
Yeah. So
it happens a lot on Facebook as well. I've seen that as well.
Yeah.
And amazing how many there's telltale signs now that are normal procedures, and you can see you go in there, and then you'll see some of the pictures look a bit weird. You can see that they're slightly altered, or the pixelation is a bit weird. It looks like a screenshot. Or you have a look, see where you go in and check, and you want to see their profiles as well. They're normal. The scam profiles only have 2 or 3, and then were born in some weird thing, but they look. There's no ways they could have been born in 2000 or 2010. They look like a 35 or Anyway,
info just doesn't add up.
Yeah,
as soon as you do a little bit of a deeper dive and don't let your lustful brain look at the picture.
Yeah.
And as soon as you do a little bit of a deeper dive, the story falls apart.
Completely.
So, yeah. But that's especially on Instagram, there's a lot of bots that are on there now. They're just promoting, sending the OnlyFans links, and they often do. At least there's like sort of a conversation. At least they build a little bit of a rapport, because they tell you now, oh no, I've got an issue with my boyfriend, or or whatever, but the answers just don't make sense. And they can't reply. That's another tip I can give you. They can't reply to 2 messages in a row. So if you send one message that says, "How was your day?" and then your next message is, "Oh, remind me of where you were born again," then it can't differentiate or answer between the two. So it will only choose the most recent one. And then you can just take the top message and do ... or a question mark, and it can't answer it. And you're also dealing with an AI because it can't get back on those other messages. It can only answer one at a time. It can only program for now, which is the problem, because then I'm sure in no time it will be able to reply just like a human being.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. So you say you also had your fair share of scammers. Yeah.
That's why I say I love to catch some of them, and then I'll just spin the story and keep them going for who knows how long. And then, then they'll say, just send this money and just send that money. Then I'll say, why must I do it? And they'll go an explanation. And then I say, yes, okay, great. And if I have 500,000, and they say, okay, quickly, here's, this, just get hold of this person, use this. So who's this person now? Because I've been speaking to you all along. And so, and then they say, actually, I don't have 500,000, I've got 1 million. But I'm not saying any currency or anything like that. I just say, give a number. Yeah, and you see they get so excited, and I'm almost frothing at the mouth. And you must do this one. And I say, but why? I've been speaking to you. Who's this person? What do they mean? And so I go through that whole spin the story there as well. Until eventually I said, and then I had the one that said, no, they'll put the money up for me. I must just put so much down. So I said, no, but if you're going to put the money up for me, that's great. When do we start? So
business plans they come out with you at. Yeah.
Yes. I love it. It's just funny to frustrate them. And excuse me. One of the reasons why I do that is to keep them from bugging somebody else. So I keep them occupied, and then after enough time wasting, they realize, but hang on, okay, we're going nowhere past.
Yeah.
So the one was, I said, actually, you know what? I don't have 1 million anymore. I've spoken to a few people. I've got 10 million. Yes, and they're excited.
They're really bought into this.
Totally.
It looks brilliant.
And then they say, okay, so 10 million what? So I said, no, 10 million Zim dollars. And it's like that, boom. Then suddenly it's blocked and you can no longer, and then you're the tosser. But there we go. I love it. I love to catch them out and waste their time. So
that's good.
No, but it's important. Be wise in your dealings.
Yeah.
Be very wise in your dealings. Think before you act, and ask the relevant questions, and take care of yourself. Be very, very careful that you need to use discernment. That's what matters, and that's what counts. It's I've been reading some books, and I've been carrying on with those courses, those online courses that I've been doing, and I realize, and in part, I'm glad that this streaming thing is now finished, because my focus is becoming like really, really on point, and I'm enjoying that. To self-educate is an important thing, and continually learning, it's important. And for me now, I'm trying to grab every opportunity that's available to me to do something about that. And I encourage you, if you stop existing, make an effort to educate yourself and apply. So it doesn't help that you just have the education, but can you apply that education and put it to practice? Hence the stuff that we're doing as well. You've educated yourself, and we're learning how to run this YouTube stuff. And when Black Friday comes, we've got that Take-A-Lot voucher to spend, and then we're going to get some lighting, and we'll put it here. You can see this stuff, and then we'll put it into action, and you'll see the impact of it. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be quite nice to see. And so Punting Take-A-Lot, they're out there. There we go. So there we go.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning into episode 17 this time.
The real, legitimate 17.
The real Makoya.
Yeah, boy, yes.
Little lighthearted episode about how to date an AI.
How to date an AI.
Yeah, with a little bit of
AI.
Proper serious bunch of tips at the end. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I think just we can talk about it maybe in the next episode. It's just being conscious with what you're doing, because I find myself if I'm going through the day and I don't pay attention to what I'm doing, I don't at the end of the day, or even reading an email, whatever. I'm just reading it to get the info through, or I'm reading to pick up on every fourth word. Then you don't actually follow, and that's why I really struggle when I read my Bibles, because I'm reading to get the main points across, not to actually discern what's happening. Yeah. But anyway, we can maybe talk about discernment and being conscious in things you do in the next episode. So if you're keen, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. Hit that bell. Subscribe. Hit that bell icon, and
spread the word.
Subscribe for what? Yeah, turn the bell icon. That's how you get the emails. So you can be notified when the videos go live. We are sticking to a schedule now. It is Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 6. No, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Friday, Monday,
at 6 p.m. CSA, Central African Time. CAT. CSA is the Cricket League. CAT, Central African Time, or whatever it is, GMT +2. I know that one.
GMT +2.
So 6 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Fantastic. All right, so there you go. This is us slicing out of here. Have a good one. Take care for now.
We're waiting for that line.